Welcome to the Retail Doctor Group 12 Tips to Fit Christmas Retailing. Hi, Peter.
Good morning again, Sylvia. How are you today?
Good, thank you. So today we're talking about omnichannel. And it's a term that's used quite frequently in retail, and we're going to take a really deep dive today into what it means and so on. But if we look at digital and online sales over the past year, we've seen a dramatic increase in total retail sales. We're looking at about a 14 to 15% contribution from online sales when we're looking at a total figure for 2020. And if we look at November last month, it grew significantly to be about 50% of total sales. And we're looking at about $5.4 billion, which is massive, making November the biggest month of the year. And we'll see what December looks like. So clearly omnichannel is becoming an absolute necessity as part of the retail format. Peter, talk to me about what is omnichannel? Let's start there. What is it?
Thank you, Sylvia. You're absolutely right that COVID-19 has been a huge accelerant in bringing forward how people shop and what people expect of their retailers. So whilst a lot of people are using omnichannel, a lot of customers don't really know what it is, and they expect a seamless transition between ordering from their mobile phone or desktop to the retailer, being able to pick it up from the retailer's front doors without any contact, or having it delivered within the expected time frame. And they expect that all to be seamless. They don't know what goes on behind the scenes. But omnichannel is really no different to calling it a multi-channel. So it means that it's a merging between the bricks and mortar store and the online shopping experience or the digital shopping experience. Whether it's from the desktop or mobile, the customer doesn't care, although it does make some difference at the back end within the retailer. So there are a couple of things that we need to understand. That we need a modern point of sale platform to be able to sync between stock levels, sales, online orders, retail sales. So without a proper point of sale system, an efficient platform, you're going to start getting yourself into trouble. And then that platform needs to be able to talk to an online platform like Shopify that can sync all of those behind the scenes down to SKU level. So if you needed that dress in size 12 black with pink spots, the system must know that you've got that in stock and therefore it must be available. And it needs to be updated on an ongoing basis. Weekly is not good enough, maybe even overnight is not good enough. It's got to be an ongoing situation of what stock you have in the business.
The real time.
Real time, absolutely.
Yeah. So in terms of looking at our omni-channel or multi-channel experience during Christmas, in your experience, what should that look like, Peter?
We know that somewhere around 80% of people are researching online before they actually go and buy in store. So if they don't buy online, they're actually going to the bricks and mortar store to pick up their selection. Now, as we know, time at this time of the year is really short, and we're all hustling to get our Christmas shopping done. So something like click and collect is becoming really important. Those stores that are offering click and collect have an advantage over those that don't. So click and collect basically means you buy it online this morning and it will be available to pick up within an hour in some cases. And some cases like Bunnings, you don't even have to get out of your motor car. You text them on arrival and they bring it out to you. Mm. And that's the sort of service that is generating huge sales and shopping trends to make things really easy. So at this time of the year, that's even more important that you can shop online at midnight if you like, and it's available to be there tomorrow for you.
And I'd imagine as we're getting closer to Christmas and the likelihood, if you were to place an order online now being, mid-December, the likelihood of receiving it by Christmas starts to reduce. So that's where click and collect is your next best option.
Exactly right, because that assures you are going to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As an example, I bought yesterday a basketball hoop for one of my grandchildren, and they said they could deliver it by the 10th of January.
Yeah, which doesn't work.
But Rebel had it in stock, and I bought it online, and they will have it ready for me this afternoon.
Brilliant.
And that's the sort of service that is needed. And by the way, they had to bring it up from Sydney.
All right.
But they did that overnight, and it'll be ready this afternoon.
Brilliant.
That's great service.
Yeah, absolutely. So from your perspective, what are the one or two key tips when we're thinking about omnichannel that a retailer should really be thinking about? Like if I was a retailer, it's mid-December, what are the one or two key things that I really should be focusing on this week, Peter?
A lot of businesses are using their stores as the warehouse to distribute online sales from. So I would be having a look at where my stock is and moving it in bulk, if you like, to where the most likely sales are going to be. As we get closer to Christmas, the sell-through percentage is going to get higher and higher. So I would be moving and centralizing stock to positions and stores where the sales most likely to occur.
Good point. Yep, absolutely. So just to wrap up, what percentage of my sales should come from online over the next couple of weeks from your experience? So if I'm a traditional retailer in a shopping centre, what percentage of my sales should come from online?
You mentioned in the opening that something like 14 or 15% of sales, of total retail sales, are now happening online or digitally. That, of course, will change and vary a lot between the categories. There are ones that are the experiential ones where you need advice or you need further information. Those categories will still remain high online. In store.
Yeah.
But those that are easy, like that basketball hoop, why would I go and traipse a shopping center looking for a basketball hoop and maybe find it's much easier to let my fingers do the walking?
Yeah. So my daughter wants a basketball ring and a basketball for Christmas, Peter, so I might be following your lead.
I'll tell you offline where to get it.
Brilliant. Thanks, Peter.
It had to come from Melbourne, so that's
brilliant. I will get onto it. So that is a wrap for today, and we will chat with you all tomorrow. Thank you, Peter. Thanks for your time.
Well, and stay safe. Thanks, Sylvia.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.